Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday, July 3rd, and it is 7 o'clock in the morning, and we are back at the Appalachian trailhead just north of Stratton Mountain, where we got off the other day from our flat pack, and we are continuing our journey northbound. So come on, let's go. Weather today is raining again, but like Kendall said, I was scratching at the walls and doors trying to get out. Just can't stay inside any longer. So we're going to go up and brave the rain. I figure we can't avoid it all the time. So hopefully it won't be too bad today. We do have a couple of shelters up ahead that we can bail out into if we need to. But our goal is 15 miles today. So we'll see what we can do. So come on, let's go up into the woods. Hiking here in Vermont, a lot of the mountains that we've been going over have ski resorts and downhill skiing, and we just come out to the top of Mount Bromley and come to one of the ski runs. We're very close to the top here, so but actually walking up one of the downhill ski runs. So yeah, it's pretty windy and wet up here today, so we're at the top of Mount Bromley. There's a warming hut there. Actually is open for hikers to go in if it's raining or wet, cold like today, but we're gonna go in. There's the top of the chairlift for the top of the mountain. And we are actually going down the backside over this way. So we're waiting. Let's get down. And we're heading down off the top of the ski slope, and the trail is right through there. I think they need to do a little bit more trimming on the trail, but in the ground, since the rain's been coming, just muddy, squishy, wet. So yeah, hopefully we'll get through this pretty quick. Well, we came out to a trailhead here, and crosses the road, and this area is actually called Mad Tom Notch. So Tom, I don't know why you're mad, but yeah, this place was named for you. But yeah, it's still raining. It has been raining all day. I like to say off and on raining, but not really. It's pretty much been all rain. It's the trail's wet and squishy. We're wet and squishy, but anyway, have another 4.5 miles to get to the next shelter, the Peru Mountain Shelter. So yeah, we're just gonna keep heading up that direction. So hope you got your rain gear. Come on, let's go. All right, well, we made it to the top of Mount Peru, and now we are going to work our way back down the other side. So, but going down today has actually been a whole lot more difficult than coming up. It's just really wet and muddy, and with all the weight behind us, it just makes going down pretty hard. But we have to go down. We can't stay up here. So anyway, there's a shelter about 3 miles ahead, the Peru Mountain Shelter, and that was actually one of our jumping off points today if we couldn't do the 15. It's like a little over 10 miles in, and so we're thinking about just stopping there for the day, just because it was so cold and wet. And not that tomorrow's going to be any better, but I just don't think we can push any further today. So anyway, we'll get up there and hopefully get up there and see how we feel. So, all right, well, we're gonna head down this hill. Alright, y'all, we made it to the Thru mountain shelter, and we decided to go ahead and call this home for the night. Several other people did the same, so really nice shelter here. Got a waterfall and river right across from us, and a fire pit, and pretty full house, the shelter. That's what a rainy day will do for you. Everybody moves into the shelter. So I'm just out here cooking dinner. The rain has stopped, so I'm making dinner here tonight. A little bit of macaroni and cheese, and that. So let's get some dinner made, and then we will call it a night. So about 10.2 miles today in the mud and the rain, but we're happy to be in where it's warm and dry. So alright, well, we're going to go ahead and finish up with the night. I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the night. So glad you all were with us today. Hope you're warm and dry, and we'll see you back in the mud tomorrow. Hey y'all, good morning. It's Saturday, July 4th, and we are here at Thru Mountain Shelter, and just got up and got ready to go, and ready to get back on trail. I want to give a special happy birthday to my dad, Tom. Happy birthday to your dad, and hope you have a great day. Hope you can be with us on the hike today. And we'll take you up over more mountains and through some more mud today. So it's gray and overcast, cold and wet, and not raining right now, but just very dark and foggy today. So, but it rained most of the night. We stayed nice and dry and warm in the shelter, luckily. Most people are getting packed up, ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and pack up and get off on down the trail. So we'll see you up the way a bit. Okay, we made it past Lake Griffith, which got a few fog pictures, but couldn't see much. The lake is pretty fogged in, just like everything else today. But we passed the lake and headed back up the trail here today. So, and yeah, it looks like it's going to be just as wet and squishy as it was yesterday. But that's okay. We can do this. Alright, come on, let's go. Alright, it's about 20 minutes to 9, and we're walking the trail, but a little bit of good news. We got sunshine filtering through, so first time we've really seen the sun since, I don't know, about 4 days ago. So, yeah, it's good. We did see it actually a little bit last night. It came out about 4 o'clock. It came out for like 5 minutes. So hopefully we see a little bit more of the sun today than 5 minutes. But we'll take what we can get. So yeah, alright. Trail's been pretty good so far. Still a little squishy, but actually hasn't been nearly as bad. And it's been more level. We haven't done any steep up and downs yet today. It's been pretty constant levels from small hills, but nothing drastic, which really helps both our energy and our speed. So alright, let's enjoy the sun, and hopefully be able to take these ponchos off before too much longer. Okay, it's 9:30 and we are headed up to Baker Peak. So a little bit of a up to go here and back on to wet rock. So I guess I don't know what is better, wet rock or wet mud, but we'll find out. So all right, come on, let's go. And we got a little bit more push to do before we get up to the top. A little bit more work. It's a little steeper up here, but still not too bad. Jagged rocks are plenty of footholds, so we're doing all right. Again, still no view. And we're at the summit of Baker Peak. It's kind of a fun little climb, actually. Kind of nice up here, back into the kind of the alpine trees, things like that. So it's kind of nice. A few birds up here singing, but definitely not a warm, sunny day today. It's not that cold out today. There's not much wind, which is nice. Alright, we gotta come up here and find where the trail connects. There's a side trail that Kendall went on, in case you're wondering where she was. So we're gonna go up here and see if we beat her to the top or if she's already there waiting for us. So come on, let's go. And there's Kendall. She won the race. She took the shortcut. But I was actually pretty surprised. She did well. Thought for sure I would beat her up here to the top. It wasn't that far of a climb, so. But yep, she's already here waiting. That's good. Reunited with my friend. All right. Hey, we made it to the shelter that we were shooting for yesterday, the Lost Pond shelter, and actually glad we didn't shoot for it because it's like one of the smallest shelters I've ever seen. Maybe enough room for 5 maybe if you squeezed them, and it was supposed to be really busy here last night. So they do have some tenting sites there though, and it's right near the stream, kind of like the last one was. This stream's a little further away, but kind of a pretty area. But yeah, I'm glad we didn't sleep here last night. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and eat a little snack, got a few granola bars and such, get something to drink, and we'll be back on the trail. And we get some stretches that aren't too bad. Makes us think we're not in Vermont anymore, but kind of nice to be able to take a few steps without having to slosh through mud. So yeah, this will help our time a little bit today. Still not going to be able to push big miles today just because of the mud and the weather, but we'll see what we can do. We were hoping to do at least beyond 9.5. There's a shelter at 9.5 miles from where we stayed last night, but again, it's another fee shelter where you got to pay a fee to stay there. And had we gotten a receipt last night, it would be good for tonight as well, but we didn't think we'd only do 9.5, so we're hoping we'll push past that and be able to get to one that's would be about a 14 or a 15 mile day, which we're already about 5 miles into, so we got about 10 more miles to go from there. So as long as the trail stays like this, or even halfway decent, we shouldn't have too bad of a day to get there. So all right, less talking, more walking. And it's 12 o'clock and we made it to Big Branch Shelter. So moving along pretty good today. So we're actually going to stop here and make a little lunch. Just better stop to get spread out and get our packs off and get lunch out. So yeah, good little spot. Tiny little shelter, but it's right on the trail. And then it's also right on the river, so pretty cool. Anyway, we're gonna get our lunch out and peanut butter and jelly tortillas today, so yeah, we'll try that, see how that works. All right, let's eat. We made it to Little Rock Pond. It's kind of a pretty little spot. Big mountain up over on that side of it, but we are actually heading up to that end of it and probably up that valley on the other side. And it's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and we are climbing up, hopefully, the last ridge of the day. This is White Rock Ridge, and it's not too awfully tall, about 2,600 feet, but still, it's 2,600 feet. So Yeah, we're going up. The weather's gotten a lot better today. It's still cloudy and overcast, but no rain. In fact, the sun's peeked out a time or two, and it's warmer. In fact, I was able to take my coat off for the first time in 2 days. So, yeah, we are moving right along today, heading up towards the next shelter, which would make it a little over 15 miles today. Hopefully we can get there, but it looks like we will. Have to check our mileage here in a little bit, but hopefully around 4 I'll check it. Well, we should get in around 5:36. So, and we're actually thinking about going past the shelter and setting up tents about a mile beyond, but we'll have to see how we feel when we get up there. Doesn't look like it's going to rain this evening, or if it does, not too much. Hopefully we can find a dry spot to set up our tents. So, all right, we are continuing down the trail. Hope you got some more energy in you, because we're not quite done yet. Okay, it's 5:15, and we made it to the turnoff to the trail to Greenwall Shelter, and which was our goal for the day. And I just need to find out from Kendall if she wants to go down that way, another mile to the campsites, or if she wants to stay here. So let's see what Kendall's got to say.
Okay, so there we are. And I think the campsites are 0.8. I say we go for it.
Woohoo! All right, we are going another 3/4 of a mile down that way. Hey y'all, looks like we found ourselves a site here. It's a little off-trail site. It's not an actual designated site, but here in Vermont, we can do that legally. So yeah, it's actually fairly dry, nice little site here that Kendall found us, and so we got all set up. Made a little bit of dinner and just getting that cleaned up. And I will put my roof on tonight. I got my bed made before I put that on, though, so I had plenty of light to do it. And just got some stuff hanging, drying out. But anyway, what did we do today, Kendall? 16.3 miles today. So yeah, it was much more than we were expecting. We're expecting to stop at about 9.5, just because of the way the trail was yesterday. But ended up doing a 16.3 mile day. So and got in it'd be around 7 o'clock. So that was pretty cool. The site here didn't have water, but I was able to bushwhack maybe about a 1/4 mile that way, and find some water coming out of a stream there. So that was good. So we have water. We're dry. Sun actually came out while we were setting up, which was kind of cool. And looks like we're going to have a good evening here. So I hope you all are doing good, and have a good night.